Okay. Um, I've been meaning to tell you this story for a while now, and I was deliberately saving it for after the election. Well over 20 years ago, maybe I was 10 or 11, maybe. I'm with my parents in New York City. We're on like a weekend excursion or some crap like that. We're going down to whatever for shopping, whatever. It actually wasn't a nice place to be back then. Okay, my father used to go down there all the time. Usually on the day of the Christmas, we would go and buy Christmas gifts over. So it was at least been uncommon for my parents and I to go to New York City on the weekends or on holidays, whatever, many years ago. My father obviously worked as an iron worker in New York City. So he would go every day for work and contracts and stuff like that. So when I'm young, I think I'm about maybe 10 or 11. Don't quote me on it, but maybe. We're in the President's Tower. Okay. And I had only seen maybe one or two pictures of the president at the time. There wasn't a lot of internet stuff back then. There wasn't, Twitter, Facebook, all that bullshit. Okay. I had seen maybe a couple pictures of the president, but not many. And we're sitting in his tower in a little luncheon area with like the food court. And my father tells me a story. Many years ago, before I was born, definitely, the president had a business called the Shuttle. And a shuttle is a special airport that goes from here to there and back again and nowhere else. Okay? It does like one trip. And it's very, very small. Okay, you can have your house next to a shuttle, you wouldn't even notice it. That's how small they are. They're very, very small. Small runways, small planes, small airport. Okay? You could have one in your neighborhood, you wouldn't even notice it. That's how small they are. Anyway. The main building of the president's shuttle, the president won his name in lights. Now, when I say name in lights, I mean giant individual letters that are larger than a man, a lot larger than a man, that are anchored into the wall and are hooked up with neon, and they light up and stuff like that. Okay. Now, if you see a name on a building, you almost never see the name against the building. There's usually some space between. So it'll be a couple inches, maybe a foot, how big it is. There'll be a space in between, and there'll be, reinforcing rods and wiring and all that other bullshit. But there's a space between. Now the president came down one day himself, and he was with some friends, and he saw his name up in lights, and his name was on. If you're facing the building, it's on your left-hand side. So, from my point of view, we'll be over there. From your point of view, we'll be over here. And he saw his name, and the president said, "You know what? I have an idea. Change it. Take all your letters out and move them to the right side of the building." Now, my father's line of work, write the paycheck, do the job, okay? My father didn't care if you told him to throw dog shit at your house, okay? My father would have done it as long as the contract was signed. So, okay, fine, we'll do it. Get the cranes up, unscrew all of the letters individually, unhook all the wiring, plug up all the holes, patch everything up nice and neat, make it look like it never happened. Go over here, drill the holes, lay out the format, raise the letters, bolt them down, wire them, make sure it's all plumb and level and square and all that other bullshit. So the president comes back again. And then the president says, "I changed my mind again." He should have just got his name on both sides of the fucking wall. But no, I changed my mind again. Put it back where it was. Okay? So then, my father gets a call. President's coming down. Oh, fuck. He takes... Hold on a minute. have a monkey wrench, so we're gonna use this vice grip. Father tells one of the guys, gives him a monkey wrench or some shit, or whatever, gives him some fucking shit. Puts it in his hand. Okay, go up on top of the letters. Put on a harness. Okay, get up on the scaffolding, go up, stand on top of the letter, have a harness on you, have a guy to spy you, all that bullshit. Get the radio. He's got the radio, my father got the radio. President comes down. The first letter of my last name is not square. Fuck. Remember I said there's a space? The wall's here, the lamp, there's a space. My father gets on the fucking radio and he tells this guy, okay, straighten the letter out. This motherfucker was bolted to the wall with steel reinforced everything. Wiring, bolts, screw, okay? This fucker was anchored to the wall. Okay? You could have literally set up a fucking bomb and the thing would have still stayed. That's how fucking tight this thing was. So the president's looking at it and the guy takes the fucking monkey wrench and he's standing on top of the first letter of the president's last name and he sends it down and he does this. He just does this. He's doing this on open air. All he's doing is this. And the president looks up, my father, and because he thought in his mind it was being straightened out, in his mind it was being straightened out. But you know what? I still voted for the president. I still support the president. Okay? And yes, all my father's grandchildren know that their grandfather outsmarted the president. My father actually predicted a long, long time ago that my next older brother, the one I have the oldest brother, then this brother, then this sister, then me. My second of the two brothers. My father predicted he would be the president one day. He's not the president, believe me, I'll tell you that. But I told my father, I said, well, you're never going to have a son that's the president, but you're always going to tell your kids you outsmarted the president. And that was literally what I said when the president won the election. I said, my father is smarter than the president. Now, why did my father not build a $9 billion fucking company? Oh well. Ah.